So, hello folks, very good morning. So, in this lecture or in this video lecture, we'll be having a discussion about the dark spot. So, what actually this dark spot and how actually it is manipulating, changing, exploiting iOS devices, especially if you are using an Android set, then sorry, iPhone, then you are being one of the exploited member. So please let us discuss further. So what actually it is and how actually it works and what are the different remediation steps we need to follow on. So DarkSword is a full chain iOS exploit framework. Okay, so that actually contains multiple vulnerabilities to completely compromise any sort of iOS devices especially. So when we discuss about that, right, it has 6 plus 0 days, uses 6 plus 0 day vulnerabilities and targeting the iOS versions of 18.4 and 18.7. So when it comes for leaked online, so recently leaked online GitHub, okay, which has lower attack barrier, so used by when we discuss about who are being using this, it is being used by the state sponsored actor and commercial spyware vendors. So think of this as a visiting a website and full device takeover. Okay, so this is how actually it been working. This is the dark sword criteria is or how the framework actually works. So coming to the point of how the dark sword exploit a chain works, or you can say a step-by-step guide. So one is all about the initial access or the entry point, that are very important folks, because the initial vector or the attack vector starts via a website. That is all about watering hole attack. So here you have to understand and you have to get in key details about the keyword named as watering hole attack, what actually it is. Drive-by download, what actually it is. Social engineering, you all know, you will become a bait if you are not concerned about the proper strategy or hygienic of a cyber hygienic. If you do not follow, you will become a social engineering bait. So then after initial access, so coming to the attack vector, fake websites like via any kind of snapshots, threatened sites. Okay, no user interaction needed as it has zero click drive-by attack. So this is how actually the initial attack or the step-by-step actor procedure for entering into a website or entering into a iOS devices. Exploit chain execution. When we discuss about the exploit chain execution, so dark sword chain multiple vulnerabilities. So what are the different multiple vulnerabilities which comes into role, which comes into play? It's all about the Safari WebKit exploit, along with that GPU exploit and kernel exploit. So this is how the Safari exploit gain browser compromise, then after escape browser sandbox, then gain root privileges. This is how actually the exploit chain or chain multiple vulnerabilities of the dark sword works. Then after this is called the privilege escalation. So what is privilege escalation? One is 0 day vulnerabilities. Next is all about the remote code execution. Third is all about the sandbox escape, and fourth is all about the privilege escalation. So these are the four steps of privilege escalation chain that are actually been exploiting the current iOS devices. So full device compromise, if you do not have concern or if you do not have proper hygiene, then definitely after successful chaining, attacker gains the root level access control over your system processes. Okay, so equivalent to just like an attacker becoming the OS. Okay, so he is the owner, pro owner of your device. So here what the keywords you have to understand, one is full chain exploit, what actually it is. Kernel level access, you have to understand what actually it is. System compromise and post exploitation, the major keywords of this video or this slide, which you have to keep an understanding about getting a full level access. Then after payload deployment, which is all about the malware family, which comes into role, which comes into picture. So after the compromise, right, different payloads are deployed. One is ghost ghost knife, ghost blade. So these are the different payloads that are being deployed, or the malware family that are being deployed inside the uh, attackers baits, or you can say the baits devices. Okay, so targeted devices also I can say. So here the backdoors is all about backdoor, then after data exfiltration, command and control, implant. So this is the full cyber chain that actually followed in this attacks. Okay, so this is all about the payload deployment from the malware family. So these payloads vary as per attack groups also I have stated. Okay, so coming to the next slide is all about the fileless attack technique or stealer mode. Okay, so here what actually happen is that does not install any kind of traditional malware. Okay, when in this attack, it uses only existing system processes. It is all about the fileless without any kind of reputed files. So advantage of this attack for attacker is all about hard to detect, then after leaves the minimal artifacts, along with that survivor detection too. So keywords when we discuss about that is all about the fileless malware, then after leaving of the land, then in memory dump. Okay, so this is called the fileless malware which we have discussed. It is all about the malware family. So infection is all about disappear after reboot, but data even still exit or even been able to be stolen. So then after coming to data exfiltration, what gets stolen here? So one is messages and emails and photos and files, location and microphone access. Then after whatever access you give whenever you install any app, same permissions will be given to the three factor, that is in the form of data exfiltration, credential dumping, keychain extraction and surveillance. So here can extract most everything within a fraction of minutes. So coming to the public leak, why it is dangerous when we discuss about this, right? So earlier used only advanced attacker. Now they have used GitHub's leaked codes, including HTML plus JavaScript, exploit script, including the instruction for execution. Along with that, the results even low-skilled attacker can use it. So coming to the discussion part, right? So here the keyword exploit kit, weaponization, trade, portfolio, profilication, then after script kit learn. So leak significant reduce the attacker's complexity. So why this is a big deal when we discuss about why it is very big deal, because it impacts hundreds of millions of iPhone users. 25% of the users still have vulnerable iOS, having vulnerable iOS shift from targeted espionage to mass exploitation as well. So one evolution of the attack is all about the old iPhone attack, DarkSword, rare and targeted, scalable, widespread, persistence malware, fileless and stealer, then high skilled needed, and look easier. So this is the end of this video. So you need to be much more aware about your strategies you have been following. So hope this video helps you in getting the information, folks. Thanks a lot.